Today we have a 2,000 point matched play game. My Emperor's Children versus Dylan's Deathguard. We are playing GW, Terrain Layout 1, Tipping Point, and Linchpin. For the Emperor's Children, we are playing Court of the Phoenician, and here is the list. We have 2 squads of Tormentors with Melt-A-Gun, 1 squad of Infractors with Lord Exultant, 1 6-man squad of Flawless Blades, 3 units of Noise Marine with Lord Cacophonist, Lucius the Eternal, Fulgrim, 2 Rhinos, and 2 squads of 2 Chaos Spawn. There are no enhancements in this detachment.
For the Deathguard, we have the Shamblrot Victorum today, which means extra poxwalkers. Turn 2, 3, and 4, I get to generate an additional 10 poxwalker models. But going into the list itself, we have Mortarion, who's going to be the warlord today, backed up by Typhus, and along with a single Tallyman, who's going to be sitting in my backfield generating some extra CP for me. We have 3 units of Chaos Spawn. We have 3 units of Death Shroud Terminators. We then, going over into the battle line units, we have the Poxwalkers. We have 4 units of 10 and 1 unit of 20. Finaling out the list today, we are going to have 2 Defilers with battle cannons, scourges, las cannons, and a single combi weapon.
Deployment, I rolled Defender, chose to deploy first, and we have a squad of Tormentors up there on the spot. We have our squad of Noise Marines and Rhino, Infractors with Lord Exultant, Chaos Spawn, another Noise Marine Rhino, more Chaos Spawn, Lucius the Eternal, Fulgrim, we got our Flawless Blades, and the other Tormentor squad starting on that objective. And for him, we have 2 squads of Poxies, some Spawn, more Poxies, his County Boy, more Spawn, 2 Defilers, more Poxies, Morty, and more Poxies. For first turn. Ooh, gentleman's game.
Deathguard.
Deathguard, turn 1.
Deathguard. That's right, baby. Turn 1. We're looking at, we drew, bring it down, destroy a vehicle, or a monster, which I have no ability to get right now. Assassination, kill a character or character unit, also not able to get this turn. So, we've done a lot of staging. Command phase, Tallyman, he failed to roll a 7 on his dice. We did not generate an additional CP. All my other units have moved up. Spawn have gone forward and staged. We done what I like to call Poxwalker Shuffle over here, right in the middle. We are on all no man's land objectives currently. Defilers have moved up. Both of them had to advance just to get where they are with their huge 160mm bases. Spawn have moved up along with the other unit of Spawn. And then Poxwalkers, both units have advanced to finish off the movement phase and the command phase as we go into the shooting. Only thing to add is Mortarion has moved up, started his stage. Turn 1 for the Deathguard. In the shooting phase, Mortarion fired the Lantern and Rotwind at the Tormentors, ended up taking out 2. After the charge phase, the Chaos Spawn rolled into the Torments. We ended up only killing 1 during the Torments attacks back. The Poison ended up putting 3 more devastating wounds back onto Ron's Torments. During their attacks, though, they did end up causing a single wound to the Torments. Card-wise, we have scored absolutely nothing. So I am debating whether or not I should discard Assassination, bring it down, or keep them both. I am a little CP hungry right now. And I think I'm going to discard Bring It Down for an additional CP. For now, we'll hold on to Assassination.
Emperor's Children, turn 1. We are going ham with it. We got no prisoners and Bring It Down. Those are fantastic for me. He did screen out really, really well, which is going to make it a little tough to get Bring It Down. But we're going to see what I can do. So I spaced them out. I moved up a squad of Noise Marines and popped them out to try to help bludgeon down all of this. Moved them up to hold. Moved them up to hold. We have Lucius up here staging. Another squad of Noise Marines to put the Blastmaster shots over to there. Fulgrim went full ham bone, and he is going to charge those two guys because it looks like that's all he's going to be able to do just because of the size of his base. Shooting phase, my Rhino put both of its Blastmaster and all of its small arms fire into here and did 1 wound with all of that shooting, and that was actually done by the Rhino, not even the Blastmasters. And over here, this squad of Noise Marines absolutely decimated that squad of poxwalkers. A few piddly small arms fire into this, and I think I took 1 model. For combats, my Scuttlies came over here and wiped out most of that squad down to a singular model, RIP. And Fulgrim came over here and absolutely wrecked those 2 spawn. Moving into combat with this Defiler, taking 2 wounds for his trouble. That scored me 2 points, or the second on Bring It Down, so 4 points on no prisoners, not Bring It Down. And I discarded Bring It Down for a CP.
Deathguard, turn 2. We decided to keep Assassination. I'm going for Fulgrim. Hopefully I'll get him this turn. Storm Hostile Objective seems to be doable in the middle as long as I don't botch it. Over on the movement side of things, these Chaos Spawn that were there moved out and were completely wiped out by Ron's Noise Marines. In the center, our single Poxwalker has remained stationary with the enemy spawn, pinning them in position. Ron did move his spawn over onto the middle objective for a little bit more OC. My spawn, in response, moved over onto the middle objective. Over onto the Fulgrim and Mortarion front, the Defiler remains stationary with Fulgrim in combat. The other one moved up using the Scuttling Walker rule to move past his own friend. We deep striked Typhus's unit in within 6 because of contagion range. My swarm of poxwalkers has moved up onto the objective, providing additional screen for Mortarion. Not that he needs it, he just wants it. He's not afraid of anything. On that, into the shooting phase. Deathguard, end of my turn after shooting and charges. We're looking at, we did end up storming hostile objective. We did not achieve assassination. Through all my shooting, melee, and having Fulgrim fight first, we got him down to 1 wound remaining. I find that devastating. Across the other front, though, Death Shroud ended up charging the spawn, taking them out. My spawn charged his spawn. He took one of mine out. I got one of his down to a singular wound. Over on this front, we only took out 2 of these through both battle cannon shooting. So, not the best, but I will take it. Scoring Storm Hostile Objective. And for now, we will keep Assassination.
Here we go. The beginning of my next turn, we pulled Secure No Man's Land and Defend Stronghold. Defend is pretty well going to happen. I have got that squad of Tormentors and the squad of Flawless Blades screening out, as well as this squad of Infractors pulling out. Then I've also got Secure No Man's Land, which I moved these Noise Marines up to blast them. I moved those Noise Marines up to blast them, and I moved Lucius up here to take out that spawn. That should be enough to secure me max points on No Man's Land. Had a pretty productive shooting phase. This unit and that unit of Noise Marines deleted that unit of Death Shroud. Fulgrim actually managed to land 5 damage on Mortarion with his whip and survived the shoot back with Mortarion's abilities. As far as shooting, that's really all that happened. We are going to move into charges. We came up here, absolutely cleaned up everything.
Oh.
And then over here,
I found her.
Fulgrim fought back into these guys again. Only managed to deal 2 damage to Homeboy, 1 damage to Homeboy, and they killed him, and he did not explode. That scores me secure no man's land for big by owning 1 and 2, and defend stronghold is ongoing.
And we've done it.
And after a couple turns, he finally gets assassination.
Deathguard, turn 3. We have drawn Overwhelming Force, which is destroy units that started the turn on objectives. Keynote there, which we'll get back to. Defend Stronghold. I need to hold my home objective until the end of Ron's turn, which we'll see if we can do. Movement. We have Deep Struck. This unit of Death Shroud, which was only possible by moving up these poxwalkers, putting all this stuff in contagion range. Over here, we've dropped in our new unit of poxwalkers onto the home objective to hopefully hold defend. Typhus' unit has advanced up, strung out, hopefully making some plays towards the middle of the battlefield. This Defiler has remained stationary, nowhere he can truly move. Over on this front, Mortarion has moved into a safer pocket. Poxwalkers have remained stationary. This Defiler has walked up, and over here, our 20-man unit of Poxwalkers has advanced, pushing, hopefully, screen out still, pushing forward all of Ron's speed. End of the turn for the Deathguard. We're looking at shooting phase. We ended up taking out this unit of spawn with the Defiler. Coming in clutch, getting us a little overwhelming. Over here, we really didn't have any other shooting going on. The Death Shroud made the charge into the Noise Marines, along with the Cacophonous. We destroyed the Noise Marines, did not kill the Cacophonous, and we tagged up the Rhino. Card-wise, we will end up scoring Overwhelming Force for 2 units, which was the unit of Spawn and the Noise Marines. Defend Stronghold, we are working on. Also, I was not able to stop the Emperor's Children defend, so Ron will end up scoring that at the end of my turn.
In my movement phase, I did a lot of aggressive moving. I advanced this unit of Infractors up with their Lord Exultant. Lucius moved over here. These guys are still just kind of conga lining. We brought in the other squad of Noise Marines to attack that squad of Noise Marines, and those squads of Tormentors showed themselves for the chance for Recover Assets and Marked for Death. Now, Recover Assets, probably not going to be a thing, but Marked for Death, he gave me the big squad of Poxies, the little squad of Poxies, and Mortarion. We are going to see what we can do. At the end of shooting/fight phase, well, no, I think I did shooting recap. So at the end of the fight phase, no, I didn't do shooting. So we shot, we took a little bit of damage out on these Death Shroud, and then managed to mop them up in the fight phase. Over here, between these 2 units of Noise Marines, we decimated the 20-man squad of Poxwalkers, giving me Marked for Death. These guys also put their 2 Blastmaster shots into Big Homie Spinomi here. Knocked him down 3 damage, but took 2 casualties in return. That being said, I am getting Marked for Death. I also had these Flawless Blades and that Rhino Recover Assets, giving me small recover as well.
Turn 4, and I am risking everything and achieving recover assets and Display of Might, which, now that I remember, I hope I get. I will. This unit of Poxwalkers has advanced a single inch and did not quite achieve the screen I was hoping for to continue to hold my backfill with 2 units of 10 Poxwalkers and a single Tallyman, who has achieved, in my command phase, getting myself an extra command point. Much needed. Over on the Mortarion front, though, He has moved up along with the Death Shroud, including Typhus, hopefully getting some charges into the middle. The Defiler has remained stationary. We'll see if we can't get some shots with him. The second Defiler has moved up. Hopefully we get some shots, some charges, and things work out. Poison-wise, we did end up taking another mortal wound on Mortarion from Fulgrim's poisons. These poxwalkers have moved backwards, not because they're cowards, because they're strategic. End of turn for the Deathguard. We will recover assets. We had recovered back here in the my deployment zone. Poxwalkers over there will recover. Poxwalkers over here in Ron's deployment zone will also recover. In the shooting phase, we ended up taking out 5 of the Tormentors between Mortarions and the Defilers shooting, which led us into... Oh, this Defiler also shot and took out 2 Noise Marines from this far squad. Brought us into melee. The Defiler made his charge against the Tormentors and the Noise Marines. The Death Shroud made a charge against the Noise Marines. And Mortarion also made his charge against the Noise Marines. Mortarion cleaned up the Noise Marines. The Defiler was able to take out the Tormentors down to 1 model remaining. Ending my turn, we'll score the big recover, and we've also displayed a bite.
Alright, I tried to do things here not as successfully as I would have liked. We did a bunch of moving, getting everything into position. I moved up to here and took that Poxwalker unit down to 3 models. I moved him back, shot at Mortarion, and did nothing. He took some pot shots at the Defiler and didn't do anything. This tank took some pot shots at those guys and got it down to half. My Noise Marine squad right here shot into Typhus's unit, killing 1 and battle shocking them. And my Flawless Blades charged in and cleaned them up, but Mortarion told them to fight on death, killing 5 of the Flawless Blades in return. And Lucius went into Mortarion and did not manage to take him down. He took him down to 3 wounds and got killed for his troubles. That being said, killing Typhus did get me assassination, and area denial was failed, so I discarded it for a command point. On to turn 5.
Deathguard. Turn 5, end of turn, I ended up drawing Mark for Death and no prisoners. The Mark for Death targets was the Lord Cacophonous, who through shooting, cheese, we eventually did get. Gamma target was the last Tormentor, but didn't need it because we did get one of our primary. No prisoners was the other card that we drew, and we ended up scoring that once, twice, 3 times.
3 times.
For 3 units. The Flawless Blade, the Torment, Cacophonous.
Cacophonous is a character.
Oh, it's a unit, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no prisoner specifically says non-character.
Oh, yeah, it is non-character unit. Yeah, so we only get that twice. Still good enough for me. Other than that, this is the end of the end of the turn, but the movement phase. The Defiler scuttled about just a little bit. Poxwalkers moved up, thought about a charge on those Noise Marines, decided against it. Poxwalkers over here fell out of combat, moved on to the objective for 1 OC. Not that it matters a whole lot. And, of course, that ends my turn.
Turn 5, I pulled Establish Locus and Cleanse. I moved this. I actually didn't move this at all. And he started to cleanse. Then I also have my tank here that I moved up to Establish Locus for the small. I was still stickied back here, so I'm good. I tried a gambit of getting my Noise Marines up to here and blasting that 10-man unit of Poxwalkers. He overwatched, killing one of my Noise Marines, which left me with 3, not quite enough to take this objective, scoring at the end of my turn, which left me with only an 8-point turn, bringing the game to 82 to 71. It was a very, very tough fight. It was a scrap. Neither of us have many units left. I mean, he does have more than me. He does have Morty at 1 wound. He has a Defiler at 2 wounds, a Defiler at 6 wounds. Like, I left everything bloodied. Honestly, I don't even know if Morty would still be alive. We didn't even do the last fight over there between the Lord Cacophonist and Mortarion. Oh, he has fights first? Oh, no, it was... Yeah. It was ongoing. So, yeah, he would have died. Yeah, it was a fun game. It was a fun game. He ended up beating me fair and square. Tough scrap. I don't really have much to say about it. I'm also not feeling the greatest, so brain no worky as much. Anyway, here he is.
Deathguard. What can I say? Poxwalkers again. They're everywhere. They're great. I still love them. They just get in the gears of the game. They're out there scoring points, bringing 30 in throughout the game. Also really great. The Defilers, I like the profile. They don't put out a whole lot of hate, but moving them around a table kind of hard. But at the same time, when I have so much of my stuff forward deployed, like I do with the poxwalkers, I can get away with it. Mortarion's great. I saved just enough for the last 2 turns, turn 4 and 5, to where Typhus could come out. We kept pushing Ron off of the objective points, and that's that, you know. So a small victory. Ron played it really close. Depending on the last cards I would have drawn, it could have gone over to him. So